250 miles from Roanoke Island, where an entire colony vanished without explanation. Another place begins, a place older than the Atlantic Ocean. Older than dinosaurs. Appalachian Mountains were born nearly 480 million years ago. That is almost half a billion years. When these mountains first rose from the earth, continents themselves were still colliding. One time, they were as tall as the Himalayas. They look peaceful, green, quiet, ancient. Sometimes, the quietest places hold the deepest mysteries. Because in these mountains, people disappear. Appalachian Range stretches over 1,500 miles across eastern North America, from Alabama all the way to Canada. Some forests here are among the oldest ecosystems on Earth. When you walk through them, something feels different. Trees grow thicker, valleys sink deeper, and the fog never seems to fully leave. Even experienced hikers say the same thing. You can walk for hours and hear nothing. No cars, no cities, no planes, just wind. And sometimes, not even that. Researchers from the United States Geological Survey describe parts of the Appalachian Wilderness as one of the most biologically complex environments in North America. Complexity has a strange side effect. It hides things very well. Deep in these mountains live communities that remained isolated for generations. Something unusual happened there. Their language barely changed. Linguists from North Carolina State University studied Appalachian dialects and discovered that some expressions resemble Elizabethan English, language spoken in the 1500s. Time of Shakespeare, time of the Roanoke colony. Some phrases sound almost medieval. It's like hearing voices from another century. Imagine meeting someone in the woods and hearing English that sounds 500 years old, not acting, not reenacting, just the way their families have always spoken. Time moves strangely in mountains. Sometimes it slows down, sometimes disappears. In the 1800s and early 1900s, the Appalachians powered America. Coal mines stretched beneath the mountains. Entire towns were built around them. Thousands of families lived here. Railroads ran through valleys. Factories depended on Appalachian coal. When the coal industry declined, people left and the forest turned. Today, there are thousands of abandoned structures scattered across the mountains. Old mining towns, empty houses, rusting equipment, places where children once played, now swallowed by trees. Mountains don't rush, they simply wait, and eventually everything becomes forest again. The Appalachian Wilderness attracts millions of hikers every year. Most return home, some not. Search and rescue teams have documented cases where hikers disappeared in areas already searched multiple times. Sometimes, tracks simply stop. Sometimes, equipment is found with no person nearby. National Park Service reports dozens of missing person cases across the Appalachian region over the years. Most are solved, but a few remain unsolved. Local residents speak quietly about certain valleys they avoid, not because of ghosts, because the terrain itself is unpredictable. Deep sinkholes, hidden caves, sudden cliffs hidden by vegetation. In mountains this old, the earth itself can erase your trail. Some researchers have proposed another idea. The Appalachians sit along ancient geological alignments, sometimes referred to as ley lines. theory remains controversial. Many scientists dismiss it. The concept appears again and again in folklore. Certain places feel different. Magnetic anomalies, unusual wildlife patterns, strange atmospheric conditions. Whether these ideas are scientific or symbolic, one fact remains undeniable. These mountains are incredibly old. Older landscapes often carry deeper myths. There is something psychological about ancient landscapes. When humans stand in places that existed hundreds of millions of years before us, we feel small. Our cities feel temporary. Our lives feel brief. The Appalachians remind us that nature does not rush. Civilizations rise. Civilizations collapse. Languages appear. Languages fade. The mountains remain, watching quietly as history passes by. Maybe the real mystery of the Appalachians is not disappearances, not abandoned towns, not strange dialects. Maybe the real mystery is time. These mountains existed long before humans arrived, and they will exist long after we are gone. We search for secrets inside them. Perhaps the mountains are simply reminding us of something uncomfortable. Earth is ancient, and we are only visitors.